Welcome back again. In TypeScript, we have another type of array which we call sometimes typed array or tuples, which is similar to array, but it differs in some context. For example, this array is containing 8 elements and we have defined the type as numbers. So this array can only contain numbers, nothing else. So tuples in TypeScript is a typed array with predefined length and types for each index. For example, let me define a variable. For example, let's say person, and now I will define the type. So when we define tuples, we define the type like this. So this is the square bracket, and now I have to define the types for the items. For example, I want to put 3 items in the array, and now I have to define the type of each item. For example, let's say I want the first item to be as a string, the second, that will be string, and the second item, string, the second item would be string as well, and the third item would be a number. Now I have to assign an array, and I have defined the length. That means I have to put 3 items, and the first item should be of type string, the second item should be of type string, and the third item should be of number. If I somehow try to put a different item at the first place, for example 25 or 24, but it is expecting a string at the first place, so it will provide some error. So for example, let's say the first name will be John, the second name would be Doe, and the third item, a number, maybe the age of that person. So in this way, we can actually define a tuples. That means we are fixing the length of the list, and also we are fixing the type of each item in an ordered way. So am I be able to add more items to this person tuples? Let's check. So let's add, or let's call this push function and add something else. For example, let's add another string like Denmark, the country name. And now if I want to print the person array, so console.log, and if I say person, if I print it, you see that the last item has been added to the list. Well, a moment ago I said that we can fix the length of an array by using tuples. So what's going on here? Well, it is showing the list, or it is showing that the item has been pushed. But if you use to extract this item by using the index number, then you will see something else. For example, if I want to extract the item, the fourth item, that means the index would be 3 here. So now if I try to run, or even before I run this program, it is showing some error, and it says that tuple typed string number of length 3 has no element at index 3. So though it is showing the element in the list, but it is preventing us from extracting the number by using the index. So there is only 3 indices in this tuple, which is 0, 1, and 2. And if we want to extract the items by using the index number, then we have to use the appropriate index. And also, if you want to make the array or tuple read-only, that means whatever item I put at the first place, then I don't want to add any more items programmatically, then we can use a special keyword which is read only, and we can use this term or keyword both for array and tuples. For example, I can use read only here, and this will prevent pushing any items further. And also we can add read only here, so this will prevent us pushing any items in the list or the array or tuples further. So remember, the order is important whenever we define a tuple and define the type. So we have to put the items according to the type, and any item we add if it is not read-only, any item we add in the tuples afterwards, then it is kind of unaccessible.